Hey folks, this is Nate coming at you on July 4th. Hope everybody had a fun 4th of July today. So I wanted to do just a quick short video tonight to demo sort of an effect that that I found out about on Facebook in one of our Saber groups. A fellow by the name of Austin Moore was working on this emitter flash effect that he and Brian Connor were working on for Austin's Proffie Saber. And when he was done with that, I think he finished up with it about, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and made it available in his paste bin to grab and play around with. So I downloaded it, started playing around with it, and it's pretty cool. And basically what it is it's sort of like a white flash effect for ignitions. And 2 weeks ago, when I did my my Canon Blade Styles demo, episode 6, I incorporated that emitter flash in a couple of the blade styles that I was doing for that one. And I think I made mention of it in that video. But what I wanted to do tonight is, I sort of, since then, I've been kind of tinkering with it a little bit. So I wanted to show you 3 variations on it. So the first one is the original emitter flash that that I downloaded from Austin Moore's paste bin. And then I did 2 more sort of gradations, I guess, of that effect, where I'm doing a slightly longer emitter flash, and then I'm doing an even longer emitter flash. So I have two more variations that I wanted to show. And what I did to change it specifically is this setting that he originally had to do with the effect ignition. And what he did was he put a short timer. There are 3 layers to it, so it's a white color for like 3,000th of a second, and it's in 3 layers. So it hits 1, 2, 3 on 3 different sizes on the ignition. And so what I did is I took on top of that, what I did was I added a sparktip on the wipeout, and I elongated a little bit, and then I went back onto the emitter flashing effect on the effect ignition, and I lengthened the bump size just a little bit where I graded it. So the first bump size I elongated it, and then the second one I made a little longer, and then the third I elongated a little longer. And then on the second variation that I did, I took those same sizes on that emitter flash, but I positioned them up the blade, so it looks like the flash is sort of moving with the ignition. So anyway, let me show you the 3 different versions. So this first one was the original version that Austin posted. You see that, just a quick white flash that comes up. And so this is the second version, Old Republic. So this is the first tweak that I did to it. Where you notice that bulb is just a little bit longer as it travels up the blade. And this is the third variation, or the second version that I edited. Old Republic. And on this one, it's a little hard to tell the difference between the two because the ignition flash is so fast. We're talking like hundredths of a second. But in the second one, what's happening is, instead of the emitter flash being positioned at the bottom of the saber and then clearing and then switching over to the spark tip, I'm combining the emitter flash where the first piece of it starts here, the second piece starts here, and the third piece starts here, and that moves in sync with the spark tip, which I've elongated to about that size. So the spark tip color itself is also a much larger tip size. And so together what that does is that basically just makes a slightly larger white chunk that flashes up the blade. And I'll show you the previous one. Old Republic. And then here's the last one again. And this is this entire, and then I built this around a slightly new blade style that I've been tinkering with as well, which is more of a deep blue rotoscope, where I'm also tinkering around with some different clash effects and different blast effects. And playing with some whites on the lockup. So I'll do a second demo video probably sometime in the future, in the near future, when I get this full blade style sort of tightened up and finalized. But for this one, I just wanted to demo that emitter flash, the original, and then the two pieces that I sort of changed up a little bit, and I'll make those two variants that I did available in Pastebin as well for anybody that would like them, and they come in two pieces. So the original version that Austin Moore posted also came in two pieces, where the first piece was the wipe in, wipe out, where he's using a waveland function, and then he's using an effect ignition function. And so the two pieces that I'm going to be uploading are also that effect ignition function. But in the second piece, I'm not using a waveland. What I'm doing is I'm using a sparktip wipeout, and then I'm using a specific bump size on that sparktip. And so I'll include those two pieces. And then you can also decide to use Austin's effect retraction as well, as if you want to. But for this modification, I was just using the ignition, not the retraction piece. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed it, and please take that code and use it and play around with it if you'd like to. And again, happy 4th of July, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, take care.